What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast. I'm RD, flying solo tonight. Hey, another NFL Sunday in the books. Of course, we got the Sunday night game, but I'm going live now so that I want to have a beer before the Sunday night game as well. So tonight, we were having El Chingon Indian Pale Ale. Of course, I got the green screen on. You can't see the green hop there, but this one is kind of old as well. Best by June 15th, 2024. It was canned January 17th, 2024. So, I don't know if you can see it right there. You go. So it's not necessarily clear the fridge. Those nights you kind of keep, you have beers that are like well over a year. So, okay, well, it's a second beer that I've had overflow on me in the last 3 days sitting right here. And funny enough, it's dripping in the same spot that the other one was in. My goodness. Come on, man. Come on. Gee whiz. All right. So, all right. So it's brewed with a badass blend of mighty American hops balanced with a Munich malt and dry hop for aromatic intensity. 7.3% alcohol by volume, 72 IBUs. So this will have a little bit of kick to it. Again, Four Corners. They're out of Dallas, Texas. They're off of Hervey Street. Cool place to go, actually. They got good food, too. Hold on one second. I'm going to finish topping this off, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, because I feel like you should know what it looks like. Oh, buddy, look at the head on that thing. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. That's tasty. That's tasty. All right, so we named it after you, El Chingon Indian Pale Ale, the only IPA worthy of its name. We brewed our IPA with a Chingo blend of 7 C hops and a balance of mighty backbone of Munich malt, ready to crank up your Chingon factor. All right, there you go. Obviously, it's on Untapped. It's on Beer Advocate as well, so we'll get to those ratings here when we kind of get to them. It's going to be a quick little chat tonight. I'm going to have a beer, then go watch some Sunday Night Football. We are going to talk a little bit of football today. But yeah, it's kind of hot in here. Had the windows open all day. It was a gorgeous day here in North Texas, but just a little bit warmer than it's been, right? It's been in the 40s in the morning, 60s in the evening or during the day and whatnot. And today it got up to like 80. Gorgeous day. I spent almost all day in the house. Rosalind, how you doing? We'll spend all day in the house just because of we stayed up a little bit late last night. It was grandson's 5th birthday. Well, it's actually today, but a birthday party was last night. We went to Penstack, which is crazy. I mean, it's a bowling alley, arcade, dining place. They got all kinds of stuff there and activities. It's where we went the day before Halloween with Ty and Austin and all them, and we climbed a wall. Lizzie's in the house. What up, Lizzie? How you doing? Angie, how you doing? But yeah, went there, had a great time, had a little too much fun. Lizzie had to, drive me home because I was out of hand, but not in a bad way. I was just being really affectionate and loving on everybody. I was a lot of hugs. I was acting a goof. It wasn't crazy. Hey. And it was fun. We had a blast, right? And so just tied one on, and the kids, when I say kids, my kids are old, right? So they're all of age and whatnot. So they're sitting there, all of a sudden shots. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just up. Nice. I appreciate that, Angie. Thank you. Hello. How are you doing? Hello. And yeah. So I don't do shots anymore. I'm an old man. I don't do that stuff. But they always seem to want to do it. So I don't know. It is what it is. So cheers. Oh man. So yeah. Good stuff. Fun stuff. And then obviously, what was it? Today, just sat there and watched football, hung out, relaxed, spent the morning in the living room, then came into the bedroom, just kind of been lounging around all day. Again, it's hot. But yeah. Cowboys can't freaking tank properly. You can just, if you're a minor, go ahead and get out of here. Let's go ahead and just do that, okay? But yeah. Cowboys can't tank properly. It is what it is. What's up, babe? What you doing? You want to taste this? Sure. It's hot in here. I'm sweating. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the El Chingon Indian Pale Ale. Ooh, that's tasty. Yeah, I know, right? It's not too bad. It's not too, whatever you want to call it. This is available in 6 packs, 12 packs, 19.2 ounces, mixed packs, kegs as well. Just a ton of stuff. Thought you were doing a live report on Channel 8 News for a second. Jesus. What's up, Horton? How we doing? Good to see you, pal. But yeah, Cowboys can't tank properly. They go and win in Washington. Listen, Washington and Houston Texans were both massive favorites today. And of course, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just sprinkle a little money on there. You know what? Both lost. Both effing lost. Unbelievable. It's crazy. So we're going to go through all the scores from today, and then we're going to look at the standings as well. But yeah, Horton, what are you up to? You up to anything good? You ready for the week? Are you off all this week? Tell me. Yeah, I was sitting there. I've been having. All right, so check this out. I know this is off topic. I'm just bouncing all over the place today. But we had a video that I posted back in October, and it was just a Bill O'Reilly freaking out thing, right? And it's just like, that's how I act before I go live or something goes wrong or if I need to record anything, something always happens, right? Well, it had some traction, a couple thousand views. I'm like, okay, whatever, write it off. Yesterday morning, it starts trending somehow. It starts and then it just snowballs. It went from like 3,000 views to 8,000 to 12,000 to 15,000 to 22. I'm like, holy moly. And then I met up with Alan to give him some 3D prints and have lunch and whatnot. So Lizzie and I go out with him and watching Mavs off a couple days, but going back on Wednesday, Oh, okay. Okay. So you're off Monday and Tuesday and you're going back. All right. That's cool, man. So we're sitting there and it's jumping about a couple thousand, every couple minutes. Reactions are starting to tick up and they're going crazy. And then last night it goes bonkers. And so it jumps. Now it's starting to jump like 10,000 every whatever often. So now I think it's up to 200 and some odd thousand views, 20 something hundred, reactions and all that kind of stuff. And on Facebook, you can hit invite, whoever, if they like your video, or they interact with you, you can invite them to your page. So we've gained like 100 followers, couple hundred followers and whatever. And it's like, holy crap. Like, it made me kind of realize to not really worry about current, like if I post something and 4 people see it or something like that, don't worry, just it'll get out there eventually or something like that. And it's got to be funny. Like I was telling Lizzie about it, like, when you make your videos, with her crafting and things like that, I was like, mix in some fun stuff like comedy and funny sounds, trending sounds and whatever. And so, yeah, no, it was October 28th that thing was posted. And it, like I said, it was okay when it first got going. But all of a sudden, I mean, it slammed. It's just going insane right now. Fears for Beers, Super Craft Brothers, and Hop Thumb City over there on Instagram. How are we doing tonight? But yeah, I was like, okay, cool. So now I've just been kind of screwing around with that all day, looking at, how to improve the experience, the channel, and everything else. So which I think, for the most part, like I always talk about, I think Strikeout Beer is kind of just done. You know what I mean? We had our little run, had fun doing it, and met a lot of cool people along the way. But we're still going to breweries and things like that. Lizzie was was talking about like us going to like breweries and just doing lives from there. Not really interviewing anybody, but just kind of sitting there having a beer. And I'm on board with that. So I think Alan and I we almost went to Community this weekend, but just decided against it. We'd like, we'll meet somewhere. He wanted to go somewhere over in Louisville. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do that. I'm cool with that. But yeah, with SB Fantasy Football, we do a couple live shows a week. SB Baseball's on, off season right now, and then Ranger Roundups on off season as well. But I think it's cool. Just making stuff, creating crap, or I don't know. It's a lot to do for like 4 channels. So, anyways, let's get into football. All right, like the week was insane. Browns beat the Steelers on Thursday Night Football, which was bonkers. It went from like no snow, no rain, no nothing to an absolute blizzard, which was awesome to watch. Titans take down the Texans, and Texans were at home, 32-27. Vikings beat the Bears, 30-27, which that was a wild game too. It was these games have been so much fun to watch because it's just chaos. It's chaos. And then Cowboys beat the Commanders. They almost dude, I was like, they're going to lose. They are going to shoot themselves in the foot. And they need to lose. The Cowboys needed to lose. They need to tank. And now it's like they drop out of a top 10 pick all of a sudden just for winning. What's the point? Do you support the Dolphins, like the Dolphins in the NFL or the Dolphins in the ocean? What are we talking about there, Ethan? Speaking of the Dolphins, yeah, the Patriots got thumped by the Dolphins today, 34-15. Panthers, God, this game was so wheels off and so close. The Chiefs and Panthers. I was quite shocked to see that the Chiefs were having problems with the Panthers. The Panthers, yes, NFL. I like them. My team is Cincinnati Bengals, and then my co-host is the Detroit Lions. And then we're located in Dallas, so we have a lot of Dallas fans that watch the show. But yeah, I couldn't believe the Chiefs had so much trouble with the Panthers today. Panthers hung 27 on them. Bucks beat the just pants off the Giants, 30-7. Lions beat the Colts 24-6, which that game should have been a little bit closer. I'll tell you why. Because the Colts should have had 2 touchdowns early, but they had to go settle for field goals. And then the Lions kind of ran up on them a little bit, but the Colts made it interesting, for a little bit, I guess. Oh, God. Anyways, Broncos beat the Raiders, but that was a closer game than throughout the whole night. Cortland Sutton had a hell of a game. Seattle just beat the Cardinals. Dude, Kyler Murray looked so lost, so confused. Everything was going wrong for them. 16-6, Seahawks win. Packers thumped the Niners 38-10. What was it? Josh Jacobs had 3 rushing touchdowns or something. It was bonkers. And then you got the Eagles Rams tonight, Ravens Chargers tomorrow, which that's going to be a great game. Tonight's game at 7:20 should be a lot of fun as well. So that's where I'll be migrating towards the couch for this one. I get to work from home this week, so it's going to be a lot of might be going late. Going to bed a little bit later. I might be going live. I was going to do a Rapid Dave stream tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, to be honest. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tuckered out. Okay, real quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. AFC East. Hey, RD, B from O. What's shaking, Bacon? How you doing, Bo? AFC East. Bills commanding 9-2. Dolphins 5-6. Jets 3-8. Patriots 3-9. Season's over, unfortunately, for the Jets and Patriots. Dolphins, slight chance doing something, right? But AFC's kind of stacked, but it's a weird year for the AFC, let's be honest. Chiefs, AFC West leader right now, 10-1. You got the Chargers 7-3, Broncos 7-5, Raiders 2-9. Season's over for the Raiders. I like watching the Broncos and Chargers right now. They're a lot of fun to watch. Chargers on a 4-game winning streak, so we'll see what happens tomorrow night. AFC North, Steelers 8-3, Ravens 7-4, Bengals 4-7, Browns 3-8. I've said it all season. Bengals season's over. They're 4-7. Not going to come out of that hole. And the Browns somehow beat, the Steelers on Thursday night. I don't even know what happened, and I just goes to show the Steelers do suck, right? They're finally playing like division rivals now, and they just got beat by the Browns. Come on. If you get beat by the Browns, your season's over. AFC South, Texans 7-5, Colts 5-7, Titans 3-8. Surprise win today. Jaguars 2-9. This is the Texans division, but the Texans aren't a threat to anybody right now. If they make the playoff. Well, they should, I guess, because the Colts, I don't think the Colts are doing anything. They're not making no hay. NFC East, Eagles in first, 8-2. Commanders are 7-5. Cowboys 4-7. Giants 2-9. Cowboys Giants seasons are over. Season is over. You got the Commanders kind of having some problems. Definitely having problems. They're on a 3-game skid right now. Eagles are on a 6-game winning streak. We'll see how they usually fall apart at this time of the year, but then again, they're probably going to win the East. So then you got the NFC West, Seahawks 6-5, Cardinals 6-5, Rams 5-5, and 49ers 5-6. I don't want to say it's over for the 49ers, but buddy, it's getting close, right? Go Birds from B from O. Seattle and possibly the Rams, I think they're gonna make a run at this. I've been having high hopes for the Niners, but they just can't pull it out, man. They've lost back to back. Of course, Brock Purdy was hurt today, so it is what it is, right? NFC North, Lions, King of the North, 10-1, Vikings 9-2, Packers 8-3, Bears 4-7. Season's over for the Bears. Adios. As in the Eagles, I know. I don't think anybody else says go Birds, right? Isn't it just Eagles? Yeah, I think it's just Eagles. Packers, they look good some weeks they're not so good. Vikings, they should win. I don't know about their win. I don't know what that says. Yeah, there we go. Lions are the team to beat in the NFC, right? Yeah. NFC is incredibly weak this year. I mean, look at the rankings. Everybody's like 6-5. You know what I'm saying? 5-5, 5-6. With the exception of the Eagles and the Commanders. And I think we're seeing firsthand the Commanders are frauds. right? And if the Eagles play as good as they can, Eagles are going to win the conference. Lions, right now I made the prediction or whatever that the Lions and the Chiefs will go to the Super Bowl. I was like, but if they go, got to give it to the Chiefs because you can't beat the Chiefs and the refs. That's how it goes. I made a comment about that a while ago, and boy, Jesus, that rubbed some what's it called fans pretty bad. Yeah, they were losing their mind. Eagles Nation, Bills and Eagles. Oh, you got Bills and Eagles going to the Super Bowl, Bill? I'd be down for that. I've been calling for the Bills to go to the Super Bowl for the past 5 years, and all they've done is let me down. That's all they've done. But I'd actually be in on that. Eagles and Bills would be a hell of a Super Bowl. And then you got the NFC South: Falcons 6-5, Bucks 5-6, Saints 4-7, Panthers 3-8. I think the Falcons are frauds. They lost back-to-back games. I think the Bucks win this division, and I hope he makes a run. Yeah, my teams, that would be nice. Those are both of your teams. Nice. How are you a Buffalo and a Philly fan? Are you from Philly and you moved to Buffalo? Or are you from Buffalo and moved to Philly? Or are you like a player fan, you like Josh Allen, so you kind of root for them as well? Yeah, there's teams. I mean, I play fantasy football obviously, and I grew up watching like certain teams play, and I like multiple teams, and I will root for other ones. Not really an NFL fan, but a good friend of mine is a huge Eagles fan, so I pull for them just because of him. That's nice. I do the opposite. I got a friend, Alan, here, and he's a big Lions fan, and I root against the freaking Lions. I do bet on them, though. I bet them on to win because, Jesus, they're 10-1 for crying out loud. But, yeah, I mean, my prediction really hasn't changed much. Lions and Chiefs. I think an alternate if you had to pick something or pick whatever. Bills, Lions, Bills, Eagles. Yeah. Lions fans are just miserable. Like, they are insufferable. They're the new Cowboy fan, and they are annoying. They really are. Like, Jesus. I did ask him, though. I was like, hey, what are you going to do if you don't win the Super Bowl? Because every year is your year now, right? Every freaking year. And I was like, what are you going to do when you lose the Super Bowl? If you don't make it a Super Bowl this year? I go, you kind of, everybody has a window, a timetable, if you will. Like, and they have great running backs. They got a serviceable quarterback, right? Jared Goff's good. Defense is, decent. So what's going to happen? You know what I mean? You can't, Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta, all these guys, like, can you keep the team? Can you keep the band together, right? Eventually you get priced out, right? It just starts costing too much money. And, he's like, oh, no. We're going to win. He's not even thinking, like, dude, it's not even crossing his mind. I was like, all right. Well, I was like, how many more years are you going to give him? So, let's see. Bills were my favorite team. Eagles are my buddy and a buddy from, treatment teams. Oh, okay, cool. Being down in the South being down south is college football here. War Eagle loved the absolute beating Bama took yesterday. Oh my God. I didn't finish watching that game, but I was like looking at it like, OU is like putting it on them. Like, holy hell. And I think that might get them bounced out of the playoff this year. I was like, I couldn't believe it. That's one of the things I kind of remember because we had a lot of people there. A lot of chatter, a lot of, just everybody chatting it up and enjoying each other's company and whatnot, and good food. We ordered a pizza that was, 5 feet in diameter. It was huge. Bills Mafia and Eagles Nation, it'll be a badass game. It would be. I agree. And I'm down for it. I mean, give me a fun, competitive, medium scoring game. You got a little bit of defense, but you got some offense. I don't want to see a 9-3 final. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a 21-20 or, something like that. But yeah, I mean, the NFL season has been insane so far. Like I said, the Eagles are on a 6-game winning streak. Lions are on a 9-game winning streak. Those are the two top and then you got a 4-game winning streak from the Vikings. Those are your top NFC teams, like currently right now hot. Bills 6-game winning streak. And that's it for the AFC, right? Yeah, that's it. Chargers 4-game winning streak. I do like to see the Raiders, unfortunately, have a 7-game losing streak, which I'm not really excited about, but it is what it is. Giants lost 6 in a row. I can't believe they waived Daniel Jones, and I can't believe no one has picked up Daniel Jones. Like, you tell me Vegas can't just go out and get him? Just go sign him. He's better than your options now. He's not a terrible quarterback, and he's got legs, too. He's a big fella. He's got an arm. He needs a coach. He needs a good offense. He just needs help. So, yeah. As you can tell, this beer is freaking amazing. I was going to pull up the notes on it and kind of see what they had to say. Calories 225, 16 carbs, 2 grams of protein, 0 fat. So not really a carb friendly beer, but it is what it is. All right, let's take a look at the. I already looked at that. People think Josh Allen is from Wyoming. He's from California. Played it for University of Wyoming. Okay, trained here. Yeah. They always talk. They talk about Josh Allen being from California. Yeah, like quite a bit. Northern California, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. El Chingon has score of 83 on Beer Advocate. It's ranked 3010. It's from Texas, obviously. 7.8% alcohol by volume. Average score 83. 3.69 average. 47 reviews. 293 ratings. It's active. It was added August 17th, 2023, which is awesome. So, or 2013, excuse me. I said 2023. So, hell of a score. Untapped, 50,000 check-ins, 36,000 unique, average about 76 monthly, 7.3, 72 IBUs, 3.62 average score there, and it's 33,161 ratings. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. If there's anything going on here. The hop stars are all the C hops. It says C hops. The boil is amped with Columbus and Cascade and Centennial. The final kick at the end of the boil is a large dose of Falconer's Flight, 7C blend, Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, Citra, Cluster, Columbus, and Crystal. The robust malt bill and classic American hops are bridged by the final whirlpool of, I don't know what that word is, Centium, leaving a full and pleasantly hoppy IPA. There you go. Perfect. And it's a tasty beer. I've had this beer for like the last 5-6 years. Brewery's awesome. It's down there in downtown Dallas, actually right kind of on the outskirts of downtown Dallas. I think I mentioned it's off of Irvay, yeah. So, yeah, Irvay, Griffin area. Yeah. So they're actually open. They close at 8 tonight, but I think they're open. They're closed on Mondays, but they're open all week. 3 to 10, 3 to 11, and then on Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11, Sunday, 11 to 8. There's, like I said, it's a cool place, good beer, cool vibe, chill thing, and then they'll do like little pop-up markets and things like that out there. Definitely go to their calendar, check out the events coming up, and go out there, pop in for a cold one, and get you some grub. Should have went out there this weekend, to be honest with you, because it's just gorgeous here in Texas, North Texas, that is. 80 degrees today, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Awesome. Just sub from New Hampshire. What's good, fam? What's going on? How you doing, AC603? Appreciate the sub. Appreciate it. What are we drinking tonight? What's everybody drinking tonight? Yeah, this IPA is going down quite well. Probably have me another beer or two to enjoy the game and unwind. Like I said, I got to work next week, but I'm going to work from home. I've already kind of completed my couple assignments, so I'm kind of just chilling the rest of the week, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I hope to get some golf in if the weather's nice, which it should be. It's going to be, I think it's 70s. Did we check the weather yet? Let's take a look at the weather. Yeah, we're going to start doing a weather report on the show. 80 today, 60 tomorrow. Holy moly, 60 tomorrow, 43 low, 62 on Tuesday, 79 on Wednesday, 55 on Thursday. That's right, people. 55-degree high, 36 low. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for winter. 55's the high on Friday, 59 high on Saturday, 54 on Sunday. Sunday. Domingo. Root beer. Does it count? Yep. My wife had root beer today from Jack in the Box. Yep. Not drinking, but when I do, Still Reserve watermelon. I like Still Reserve. I've had a couple of those. I like getting them in the, was that 24 ounces? I think they're 24 ounces. 25? Might be 25. Good walking around beers. Which I'll have a couple when I go to Vegas here in about 2 weeks. So I'm definitely going to grab some randos. And I'll tell you what, Las Vegas got some great beers, craft beers as well. And they started bringing them into the casinos. So you can actually get craft beer from like local breweries there in the casinos and the liquor stores and whatever on the strip. So, good to go. Now, I did say, there was one time because I was like smack dab in keto. And I was like, I can't break it. I can't break keto. I got to keep going. And it's the Michelob Ultra Seltzer, the cucumber lime. It's got 0 carbs and 5% alcohol. I must have drank 30 of those. It was crazy. And they were really good. I tell you what, though, the next day, I didn't want to look at a seltzer. I was like, it just kind of rotted out the back of my mouth and the throat and stuff like that. I was like, but yeah. Looking forward to it. But yeah. Yeah, root beer always counts, sir. Anything counts, really, if you're drinking it. That's why I ask what we're drinking. Yeah. So I think that's going to do it. This week, I'm going to try to do more SB. Obviously, SB fantasy football. I wanted to do one tonight, do a preview for the game, but I just don't feel like doing it, right? I wanted to come on here and have a beer. I don't drink on the other show. Just don't. I kind of save it for strikeout beer. And then, Monday, might do a Monday Miracle stream. I'm back on. I do the non-alcoholic throughout the week, but since it is a holiday week, I'll probably be having some claws, some Miller Lights, and things like that. I do got a fridge. I got a fridge full of a craft beer that I got to get through, and just like this one, right? This one was old. This one, Best Buy, June 15th this year, so it's a couple years or a couple months out of Best Buy. And I tell you like this, man, no problems. Obviously the carbonation was there. It overflowed as soon as I cracked it. AC, do you like Four Loko? I had a Four Loko. It was the watermelon. I think it was the watermelon, or was it fruit punch? Watermelon, fruit punch. It was one of them that had super low carbs, but it's still like 11 or 12%. And like, dude, it takes me back to being a younger lad, drinking those things. And what's wrong? What's wrong with it? You know what I mean? I don't bash anybody for what they drink. I don't ever talk ass about anybody or what they're drinking. I've done enough. I've gotten enough heat from people. As you can see, I'm still sweating my butt off right there. I love watermelon and apple. Nice. I don't bash. I took so much heat and BS when I first got into the craft beer scene, if you want to call it. Alan got me into it. And back when you were young and careless. And I didn't think it was necessary. I was like, this is not needed. This is, Ed French, thanks so much for the like on Facebook. How you doing, pal? I was like, I got into craft beer. My buddy and I, Alan, co-host of the show, he got me into it, and we started off small, right? I actually did like Sam Adams Boston Lager, right? That was, if you want to call it a craft beer, some people do, some people don't, and that's what got me into craft beer. And then we started, we'd make bets every week, like DFS, whoever had the higher score, you got a free sixer. Well, the cool thing is, here's the cool thing about our old bets. This is how far, it just goes back. We play softball on Wednesdays, so we'd meet up every Wednesday. You get there as soon as you get off work, hang out in the parking lot, start cracking beers. So if you won that week, the loser had to go buy a 6-pack of craft beer. And, of course, Market Street or whatever, there's something always on the way, and you could pick it up. So I used to just get my craft beer from like a grocery store. And obviously the selection was a little bit smaller back then, but that store had a pretty good, decent amount. And so here's the cool thing. If you won, you got free beer, right? Free sixer. But if you're the loser, you got to buy it. But the beauty part of this bet was that you got to split the sixer. So even though you're paying for it, you still get 3 of them. You know what I mean? So we would sit there, and it was a cool thing with us. Like, me and him, I've known him now for about 15 years. And then when we started hanging out, we were inseparable. A lot like it is right now. Dylan's in the house. What's up, Dylan? Old Busby. How you doing, buddy? And it was like, we were just inseparable. We went to lunch together. We took breaks together. We work for the same company. We've worked the same company this entire time. And we've taken trips, traveled together, all that kind of stuff, right? And so, that was one of the coolest bets or things that we did back then. It was like, yeah, you win, you get beer. If you lose, you still get beer. And but yeah, no, if you posted something like, oh, this craft beer, this and that or whatever, somebody would be like, oh, this is a crap beer. This isn't craft beer, yeah. And they just start kind of, Grain Slayer, do I see you over there? Over there on Instagram? You sexy son of a bitch. What are you up to, buddy? What's going on? But it's like, why bash, especially like, I don't care what you drink. I don't care if you're a liquor guy, wine guy, gal, I don't care about any of that. So we're going to have a drink. Let's have a drink. And if you're not drinking for whatever reason, I don't care about that either. Alan sits there and drinks NAs, he's watching his figure. I was like, okay, cool. I don't care. Not going to bust his balls over it. So, but yeah, just, all this is because, B from O was like, oh, does this count? Does root beer count? But yeah, no. Everything counts. Everything's good. Just, you're drinking what you're drinking. I don't mean to tear on for that for like 5 minutes, but, it is what it is. All right, so this beer, I got a little bit of sediment or something down there. Can you see it? Yeah. I don't know what that is. Because I assume this beer is filtered, but, it has like something in there. I don't know what that is. But tell you what, doesn't take away from the taste. Don't really score beers, but I'll give it a thumbs up for sure. Thumbs up on this one. Get it fresh on tap as well down there in Dallas. Again, you can buy this damn near anywhere. I don't know how far their reach is, but, get after it. Ed France, how you doing? It's good seeing you. You know what? I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go head to the living room, grab me another beer, and, watch some Sunday Night Football. You guys have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Cheers. Have a fun, safe holiday. We should be back, if not before Wednesday, on Wednesday for the Drinksgiving Extravaganza 2024 with your pals, Alan Rapid Dave. Anyways, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful night. See you next time. Adios.